fuck's sake. Okay, how about now? You can hear me now? Can you really hear me now? Oh my lord. Thank you for letting me know. I've been sitting here, I had a whole conversation. I was telling you about my markup part, all my dreams and aspirations and hopes for the world. And now chat is like popping out because they're like, oh, we can hear a voice. What's up? Hey, Edge. Hey, Will. Good to see everyone. I was just apologizing. We'll roll with it. I was apologizing for the late start because I have run out of standard coffee. So now I make a mocha pot. And mocha pots are really, really delicious. Like the coffee that they make is really delicious. The mocha pot itself is not delicious. But you gotta have like a whole process, you know, you gotta boil your kettle, obviously, but then, you know, you gotta clean the mocha pot from last time, and then you gotta prepare it, and then you gotta put it on the stove, and then you have to wait for it to do its thing, and then you pour it out, and so that's why it took so long for the stream to start. You missed the lotto numbers too, apparently? Okay, well, here are the lotto numbers for today. Let me find a random list of numbers. Just looking at like maybe my D&D things, they usually have like random. Aha! 23, 25, 120, 2, 12, 21, and 13. Did I say 13? I don't know. If you have those numbers, congratulations! You got nothing, but some maybe a little bit of self-validation. You didn't stream a game for 20 minutes other than a single person telling you that the game isn't being displayed. Oh, no, Mosen. If you watched me like 4 years ago, that absolutely happened. That absolutely happened. For about a year, I was streaming to like 1, 2 people. Like I had a lot of streams where I had 0 people. Oh, now because I've moved the camera, there we go. Hooray. Let me move it slightly more. Okay, great, cool, yay. Hello, we are here. I know it is Sunday, and for those of you who are disappointed that we're not playing Pokemon today, I am sorry. I offer you my humblest of apologies. But I wanted to carry on with the Disco Elysium playthrough. Because while I did want to stream during the week, my energy levels are all over the place. So today I woke up and I was like, let's do this. I don't know if the stream itself is too dark. I do have my light on, but like, I don't know if my face is too dark at the moment. Doesn't really matter, but anyway. Just let me know if it is a little too dark right now. I'm just doing adjustments. It's been a while since we streamed. Cool. How is everyone? How was your week? It's been at least a week since we last streamed. At least. We did stream last week. We did. I think we streamed just a little over a week ago. Okay, let me also adjust myself. Go. And ready up Disco Elysium because I'm probably the least prepared of anyone for this. There's also the League World Championships happening today. And I'm not like super into League, but I'm like vaguely interested in League. I play a lot of TFT and I'm waiting for the new set to drop. Yeah, we should not be doing updates for Tales of Arise right now. Steam, please. Because those things are massive. Busy week, very tiring. I'm glad that I hope that you're getting some rest today. Oh man, that is such an adorable emote sleeper. How are you doing? They've got some cute cat box emotes. There's this one and then there's this one, and I absolutely love them. How was your you had a hectic week as well, Sleeper. You wrote like 4 exams this week? Yo, Disco Elysium, do you mind loading for me? So I don't need Spotify open. Discord can also close. I only had 3 days this week, technically. And because I took Monday and Tuesday off. And by Friday, I was like, I feel like I had a full week. Like, what? How? Yeah, it's been a hectic time because now it's end of year, and like especially if you're working with international companies, or even if you're working with like a normal gas company, for those of us that have jobs. Sorry, that wasn't a dig at other people that don't have jobs. It's just that, you know, some people don't have full-time jobs. Anyway, and the amount of like work that I got through when I came back was so heavy that I was like, shit, this felt like a week, but I wasn't even here all week. Like, what the heck? And we're all ramping up for the end of the year, but with the Americans, they really like, because I work for an international company, and they're very focused on the holiday period, and so things start to get busy around the holiday period. We still have time off after the 20th, but like, you know, things are kind of ramping up a little bit. And we can't really take more time off around that because they want people to stay around there. And they encourage people to take more time during the year. You got brave and applied for the entire December off. That's just now. Are you excited? Did they give you the entire December? It was easy. On Thursday, I didn't feel like studying for bio, so I took a nap, revised for an hour, went back to sleep. Worked out quite well, went out for pizza, seafood, and wings on Friday. That sounds really good. Yeah, sometimes like overstressing for these things are not ideal, you know, or like over studying, because then at the end of the day you feel really tired, and rest is also really part of studying. I played a heck load of video games. I played a lot of Titan Quest. I played through most of Final Fantasy VI during my matric exams, and there was one other game that I played a lot during my matric exams, but like, yeah, lots of gaming during study time. The financial sector does not slow down for December. Absolutely not, will. In December, then they take advantage of people buying things. You know what I mean? It really starts to ramp up at around December time. It's like it really starts to ramp up at around Halloween, really, and it doesn't stop from there. Because after Halloween, right, you're ramping up for Black Friday and Turkey Day. And then after that, it's Christmas. All right. Shall we play Disco Elysium? Wait, we won't play Disco Elysium yet because I still have to set everything up because I'm a noob. Here we go. Black Friday. Yeah, it's next Friday. I do have my eye on a couple of things. I want to get furniture for my house and like rugs and shit. But I don't know. At least we get paid before this Black Friday. I've definitely gone through Black Fridays and have not gotten paid. Yeah. In the telecoms industry, we try to do like a month-long network freeze where we don't do any critical changes, pure support if fixes only. It's the only way we can get some downtime. Most people only take leave this time of year. Yes, like. So you just work hard all year round, and then you do like a big a big patch of leave. I don't think I would be able to manage. Some people can. Some people can just like throw themselves at work for an extended time of year and then take like a nice long break. I usually like sporadic breaks. I need to take at least like a day off a month or a month and a half just to reset, like a mental health break, just to go, okay, cool, I'm good again. You legit take off a full month. You see, the thing is with me, if I take a full month off, I wouldn't even know what to do with myself. I feel like I'm in an episode of Frasier with this music. But yeah, I don't even know what to do with myself for a week. If I take a full week off, I'm like, this is too much time. Oh my God. And I don't have any plans. I guess I need to have plans for when I have time off. Maybe that's the thing. Anyway. Oh. Sorry, I got distracted. You could play all the games you still want to, or watch series, or start a hobby. That's also true. So yeah, that's the thing, is that there is a lot of time to do those things. But then after 2 days, I'm like, okay, I need to start doing something, you know. And I guess that's where hobbies come into play. But it's not like, but I need to like go somewhere, like go away for, 2 or 3 days. Then it will feel, like it fills up. But if I'm just sitting at home, left to my own devices, a week is not enough, or a week is too much. You usually get stuck into large projects of your own during that time, learning new tech. Got some MLA stuff that you want to do this year? Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, Edge, you usually have your own thing. Also, Edge, I still always need to, we do this every year. But you still have that bot that you use. Does it work for YouTube as well? If I don't feel productive, I get annoyed with myself. Fair. As long as you're getting some semblance of rest, then I'm happy. Okay, but we really should stop playing a video game. You're gonna be like Joseph Anderson. I don't know if you guys watch Joseph Anderson streams. But sometimes he starts with fan art. And people make fan art of the streams because he memes a lot and whatever. And then his community makes fan art of those moments. And sometimes he spends 2.5 hours just sitting with his community and talking about the fan art, and then a story comes up and whatever. 2.5 hours, I shit you not. How do you be kids with coping with everything? Hi Paulie, checking in. I'm glad you're still alive. I absolutely noticed. Glad that super volcano hasn't been erupting. Have you guys been seeing the news about Finland? Not Finland, Iceland. I mean, they have volcanoes erupting all the time, but they had to evacuate an entire city. Well, a town. Because there were hundreds of earthquakes happening because, this volcano is erupting, kind of. And there were these massive fissures, in the road, huge cracks, that is opening in the road. And so they were okay, for your guys' safety, we have to evacuate you. And they don't do this often because usually their volcanoes are not around populated centers. But this one, there's quite a big radius that if it does erupt, it's going to it is going to overflow. Yes, I know you heard fissures, but fissures, my accent doesn't help. That's why I said cracks afterwards. I was like, okay, maybe they said fissure. That's why I need subtitles. With code, I don't feel like it's work. It's more of a way of expressing myself creatively. So for you, it's still... So code is a way of releasing your tension, which is cool. You've taken a look at YouTube's APIs. Need to see if the idea will work there too. Ooh, that's cool. I'd be excited to test that out if we remember. You finished another anime. It's called My Happy Marriage. Apparently there will be a season 2. Oh, excellent. Sounds cute. Sounds like a very kawaii anime. I still need to kind of get back into anime. I finished Attack on Titan, which was fine, you know. I felt very cathartic finishing off that series. I still need to watch Jujutsu Kaisen. I haven't watched JJK since JJK 0 came out. And then need to catch up on like Spike's Family and things like that. There's a whole load of things I need to catch up on, but I'll kind of get I'll get there. Our volcanoes still haven't blown up yet. Yeah, just be careful. So for those of you that don't know, Paulie lives in an area that is actually developed on top of a super volcano that's been dormant for thousands of years. But it's a super volcano. It's not like extinct. In the same way that Kilimanjaro is actually a volcano. That's quite cool. It is in fact a slight roller coaster. A slight roller coaster, like vaguely exciting, with some cute sprinkled in between. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. You know, you gotta have a little bit of vibes to it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Otherwise, it would be too boring of an anime. Okay, I'm really gonna start. Need the music. All right. Oh, I just pressed continue. I didn't check whether it was the right load or whatever. It kind of looks right. Okay. So previously on Dragon Ball Z, we made a lot of bad choices. But one thing that I noticed, and I don't know if it is a thing that happens like right in the beginning, but when you talk to the guy at the bar, the conversation can follow where you jump away from him, kind of, you know, doing the middle finger thing, and then you can choose whether you want to avert your path or if you want to like crash into the wheelchair lady. And we didn't do that despite taking bad choices, which I thought was interesting. We are still in underpants. I'm hearing... Okay, sorry. My speaker is being a little bit silly at the moment. Oh, sorry. Need to switch off the speaker. Okay. So we are in underpants, as I have beautifully zoomed in on our hero's butt. And we have paired up with Kim, and Kim is really wonderful and understanding of our bad decisions. We have equipped ourselves with one shoe. We didn't fetch the other shoe from the balcony. A necktie and some gloves, but no, we're not doing jacket, shirt. We're not even, we're definitely not doing pants. The thing is with the jacket and shirt, you can't actually see that we're not wearing underpants, right? If we put this on, it looks like we're like vaguely decently dressed, and that won't do. So we're gonna not wear that. So we're really going to do this side mostly in terms of equipment, and a hat, obviously. We're definitely gonna have a hat. I know that we pick up a kimono at some point in the game, and I think we will be wearing the kimono. Like, we're gonna be wearing the kimono. Does this game have different endings? I think so, Sleeper. I really do think so. But I don't think I actually finished the game. I've gotten quite far, but I didn't like get to finishing the game. Something that I also saw, I was showing this game to a friend, and something that I saw is that in the info, there's like these beautifully written, info, which I think we should have looked at when we were deciding what our crowning characteristic is, because I think something like not composure but half light. I think half light is really cool because it's your fight or flight response. High-strung investigators shoot now, ask questions later, cops surprise haters. Like, I like this. I think that would have fit our instincts a lot better, but Shivers is still really good. City Love is the wisest of the streetwise, the generally supernatural. I mean, it just kind of gives us a better chance of, like, you know, going on hunches rather than logic. Anyway, so we are now currently talking to this guy who I believe owns, like, the fisheries company, and there is some protests happening at the moment, and I'm summarizing this really badly. Get a reality load down. This doesn't really help us to get this. We have totally asked Kim to tell us about the case. We had a whole conversation about it. Oh well. Let's see.
Yes.
Okay, there's a... Okay, yes, we definitely did. We definitely did speak about this. If I say tell me about the case. Okay, and we also determined that our main character has a German accent, which I will be attempting. Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing.
Ah, yes. The case brief you missed. Now I remember.
He opens his notes. Ah, brief. Yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
This is actually a really good recap, and I love Kim's accent. Oh, so good.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Wait, does the briefing say who the victim was?
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Have you rediscovered your German accent again? I don't know, you tell me. I don't think so, though. Why didn't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Hold on. And the RCM is?
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
Okay, let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer.
That's right.
Actually, I have all I need for now.
Good.
All right, that's it. Right, so we got some XP, that's great. I need to chat to this man, I think. Oh.
Pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
Oh, yes. Okay, we did sit in the chair. It was absolutely excruciating, and we were an absolute, like, drama queen about it. And then we're gonna kind of carry on about these things. We also apparently lost our gun. And we had a meltdown about that. And then he has our gun, apparently. But we need to do something for him first. Anyway. Could you help me get a dead body down from a tree?
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder.
You sounded like KJ from Val. She does have a German accent, so it makes sense. I don't know who KJ is and what Val is, but cool. I also like watch people with German accents like a fair amount on Instagram, and that's how like the accents get like tailored, because I just surround myself with media of people from that area. Kez is actually German. I mean, I've got German like heritage, I guess, but I'm not like German. Don't have a German passport.
Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
Yeah, the belt thing.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values.
He licks his fat lips and smiles.
But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
Yay! Killjoy from the game Valorant. Okay, thank you so much, Sleeper. I know nothing about Valorant. He picks up the handset of a radiophone to his right, then clicks a button.
Jean-Luc, my boy.
Jean-Luc.
I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down.
I don't look at attractive male Instagram models. I look at people. I watch people that highlight the weirdness of German customs, or like how German people are with each other and like with foreign people. Like, you know, they're like, oh, you cancelled your cycling tournament? Why? What, the rain? What's wrong with the rain? You just have to wear like a big raincoat and you'll be fine to cycle. Like, you know, that kind of thing. When will you get your German passport? I don't know. I need to be like a German citizen or something. It's not a matter of like applying for it or whatever. But if I land myself in Germany for more than 10 years, then I can apply for a citizenship, and then I'll get a German passport, I guess.
And Jean, please take it easy with the race science. That's a yes to getting the body down, no to the race science.
He hangs up and turns back to you.
You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates. He's the big impressive one. You know, tattoos, muscles, ethnic looking. Can't miss him. Great guy.
Ethnic looking, wow. Let's talk about my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone.
I thought you said the gun was safe.
Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
Yeah, you have to live in a country for a certain amount of time, and it depends on the country. It might be 5, it might be 7. It might not be as much as 10 years, but like, yeah, it's a long time. Especially if you don't have like, if you're not one of those people that, you know, have someone that's directly related to you, like that are able to just hand you their German passport. Or like, you know, there's that, what do you call it? Generational thing. If your dad is of a certain nationality, then you can also get that passport, that kind of thing.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Could he really hold my gun hostage? So this is me talking to myself?
Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
Having a gun sounds like a bad idea, but not having a gun also sounds like a bad idea. I can't hear the name Harry and not think of, you're a wizard, Harry. Yeah. So technically you could have a South African passport, but I don't know why you would do that. I don't know. South African passport does allow you to go into like certain areas or certain countries without a visa, but I don't think with your passport, Paulie, that you can do that, as well. Like, we could go to Singapore without a visa, for example, or like Ireland or whatever. This sounds like a bad idea. Does this mean if I do things for you, I'll get my gun back?
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
No, you're not.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
You called me Mr. Dubois. Why?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry.
That's what the hanged corpse called you. Harry.
So that's really my name?
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
So meta.
I think the odds of that are very low.
Oh no, my memory is fine. I was just testing you.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out with my big fat folder.
Why do you have a big fat folder of me?
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
The lieutenant inspects Everard over his spectacles.
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Oh, okay, wait. I want to go through these. Where did you get that folder?
Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
Is it 8 years? Yeah, okay. So it is closer to 10 than 5. 8 years before you're eligible for a residency and passport. They're very, very careful about handing those things out in Germany.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I find that very suspicious.
I'm afraid this is meant for union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
I'm gonna wait. I keep building this up. So I kind of want to build it up because I really like drama. Drama. What is my full name?
It's Harry. Harry Dubois.
You don't feel like either one of these things. You know what your name is. You have a sophisticated name, like that of a count, or a beautiful man.
Oh, that's not my name. My name is Raphael Cousteau.
Fine, Harry. You can even be Harry Raphael Dubois de Costeau, or whatever you choose to be.
The lieutenant covers his face and sighs audibly.
Mr. Kitsuragi doesn't seem even slightly empathetic to your memory loss, Harry. I, however, wish to help you any way I can.
Do you know where I live?
But of course, Harry. Your precinct is the 41st and you live in Jamrock. You're a Jamrock boy. A long way from home, but that's okay.
Do you know anything about my family? Do I have a wife or kids or...
Family? Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself as a family man, Harry?
I think I do. I'd be a wonderful father. Yes, with me wandering around in underpants and yellow rubber gloves.
Well, yes. I'm sure you're going to make one little boy or a girl very happy and proud one day, Harry.
Oh. What kind of cop does it say I am?
It says... Oh, yes. Very interesting. It says you're more like a mad prophet than a cop. Always rambling about the end of the world. I'm sure these stories are exaggerated.
Exaggerated? Everett, the time is now. We are looking at a catastrophic global loss of life.
Of course, Harry. Sin, blood, death, catastrophic loss of life. All those things. And that's why you and I must be prepared. So let's talk about how we can help each other.
Don't you mean a wonderful farter? Yes, that's actually true. Farter. All right, let's try this.
Everett's large hands are covering the folder, but the look on his face says, I know everything about you, Harry.
He knows everything about me.
I'm sure it's not that bad. At worst, he has an old RCM folder, and I very much doubt even that.
Oh, Kim.
Harry, I just know the things that matter to our friendship, and I want you to feel free to ask me about those things.
Man, I wish I passed that.
Of course, Harry, of course.
I
Let's
want
not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me?
to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help you like I'm helping you with the body and your lost gun. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
Yes, that is police procedure. That is the thing that we are meant to do. I can quickly go through these things now in the middle of a conversation, but we won't do that now. I sense there's a but.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
Kim, is that true? Are we door opening machines?
I'm not sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
That sounds shady as balls. I just want to check. So they have this this beautiful background, right? And I think it gives us an indication of the skill that it's going to introduce us to. So it's like one of the motorics skills that's going to come up. Yeah.
Keep it cool, baby boy. You can use this. Groove with this. Play along. Let him throw his weight around. And when he throws it too much, and you've got him off guard, that's when you trip him up.
Oh, a spelling mistake. Oh yes, send it to me on Discord. Oh, you use now. Well done, Paulie. You're becoming really South African. Yes, fine. We'll do it. It sounds like a really bad idea. Damn it, fine. I'll look into it. Oh, I bet you didn't even know anything about... No, that sounds too clever. We need to talk about the murder.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level.
He flicks his fingers.
You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
Okay. Hey, speaking of Natasha, hello, welcome in. Good morning. What's in the container that's outside my office? Outside your office? I don't have an office.
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this house.
That's true.
I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
I'm just like, hey, what's in that container? We literally walked through a container a fishing rod. A container shipping yard, not a fishing yard, rod, on our way here, so yes. You're not watching Worlds? No, I'm not watching Worlds. I'll watch it a little bit later. How's it going so far? Also, hello. There's something special about it. It was attached to the Kvalsund crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Okay, so this is like a light blue, and so it takes us with the intellect, which we're not very good at. Game 1 just started. Okay, awesome. Opening ceremony was really cool. Yeah, I don't doubt that from League. I'm still waiting for the new set to drop.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Okay, let's talk. Let's
See
talk
you
about the
soon,
con.
Debardeur. Just kidding, but not too much.
Okay. First fish on the road on Iceland and now fishing rods. Kez needs to go do a fishing stream now. Oh my word. No, that would be horrible. T1's draft is interesting, but could be a bit dumb. Okay. Well, maybe just do the dumb things now.
Hobocop.
Hobocop! Oh, look at this!
Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for the cop chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo part takes you? To the bar? The old L'Assommoir? To the pier or the sewers? To Le Royaume, where for 300 years they interred the dead. You could plunder royalist crypts for long-forgotten triple malt bourbon, then fight the Arden-Macan beast that lurks the bottommost sepulchres. The secrets of the city are all yours at last.
That's such a baller description. Damn. Reveals extra special collector's edition tear bottles on the map. More bottles from selling tear. Learning cap for shivers raised to 6. Damn. Awesome. Thank you. I'm also looking at the Cop of Apocalypse. Hey, I got it this time. And this was me getting my shit together. And now we're looking at Cop of Apocalypse because we keep talking about the apocalypse. We've got lots of dooms and glooms. The container is great. Yes, I remember the container being really great. I just want to fix something with my pop filter because my microphone is hanging like really low at the moment. Oh, sorry. But that means that the pop filter, which is kind of running under the microphone, is interrupting with my keyboard usage. That's much better. There we go. Definitely a long time since we last talked. Hope you're well, China. You saying that like that, Paulie, makes me think that you guys are actually on a Discord call right now together. Okay. I want to go back to the container and see if we can try smooth operating it. Can I? Oh, I have to go around these. I don't understand this area, but okay. Maybe I'm just not very good at looking at space. Funnily enough, we are not. Ah. Oh, what's this? The banner sags under the weight of rain and snow. White waves on red. Oh, I'm getting like a lot of... Hang on, is VSync on? No. I don't even have VSync. Huh. It's just being really stuttery. How are you doing, Natasha? What have you been up to?
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly. No reply. You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Oh, we need to put points into rhetoric. Oh wait, we do have skill points, so we can totally do that. But like, rhetoric? What does it say? Ideologues, conversations, would-be politicians. That sounds like a really bad idea. Rhetoric urges you to debate, make intellectual discourse, nitpick, and win. It enables you to break down arguments and hear what people are really saying. You'll spot fallacies as soon as they're used. What exactly did the waiter leave out of their testimony? What was the dancer trying to divert you from? Was that double entendre intended, or did you just get an accidental lead? At high levels, rhetoric will make you an impressive political beast, one whose beliefs are impenetrable, which is to say, one one whose mind will not change, one who will calcify. With low rhetoric, though, you will have a hard time shooting down any argument. Nailing people to their testimonies will be nay impossible. Not nigh impossible, nay impossible. But I still really like Half-Light. Let's put 1 point to rhetoric so that we can just, you know, converse with the thing. Gong. Such a nice word. Paulie doesn't want to be listened to me shout at League games today. Lol. Natasha and I did the whole let's call each other every day thing. That didn't end well for both of us. So we did call, but not every day anymore. Okay, good. You know, you got to keep that distance. Boundaries are important. You good, Tanks? Just tired? How are you? I'm good. I am not tired for once. I think for the first time in about 2 months I'm not tired today, which is great, actually. It makes me feel better about, you know, seeing the end of the year through.
You're back
Okay.
before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you
3%.
It seems to have grown slightly.
I don't think I'm going to make this.
And as it's always been, it's impossible to open a container with rhetoric. Maybe you're losing your mind.
Okay, I'll put more skill points into rhetoric. We need to get this container open. It's our destiny. Just scum save? Oh my god. I could scum save actually, but it's way too late now. Scum save for that 3%. It's like playing Pokemon, I guess. Everybody hated that. Wait. How do I get back down though? So I can't move out of here? Are you for real? Okay. I thought there was like an alternate path out through the office. Thanks, cousin. I hope that you're tired because you're like doing lots of things. Oh, here's an autosave. For what? Long social day with board games and Bri, so you were tilted at the end of it? Oh, okay, nice. Board games and Bri sounds good. Sounds like a good time. Okay, and there's no way that I can get down from here? No? Oh, but there's a thingy. Oh. Oh, look at all these bottles I can't pick up because I don't have the freaking... Wait. Wait, whoa. Why can't I go here? Wait, didn't I just come from there? Yes. Sorry, I'm a little bit turned around. I saw that there was like a door here. Thing that I can click on. But I don't know how to get there. Oh, this is the top of the wall. Okay. Hang on. I need to figure... Okay, this map does not help me. Okay.
A rusting control panel with crane does not return to its original position. It does not move at all.
Okay. Yeah, I thought that we could go and speak directly to Manana if we went through the things there, or there was like a ladder or something. And I'm sure I can't go through from here.
Mr. De
No
Bois,
shortcut.
a
Okay.
pleasure.
Okay. That's okay. Sorry, I got a bit turned around. Whatever happened to poker cares? So regular Cares accidentally deleted the Poker Cares account. And I won't say more about that. I just accidentally deleted it. That's what it says on the, on the paper. I accidentally deleted the account and then I made it again. I think I made it again, but then I had to wait like 24 hours before I could use it. Oh, whoa, what's up? Okay, this is a whole thing. Get out of my way, oh my god. The radio is emitting strange buzzing noises. Sounds. Oh, what's this? Kim, again? Thank you. What is this? Book La Fumée. Volume 1, number 4. Wait. Volume 1, number 4? But then I would read this out of order. Use the interactive button.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
Okay. Why antlers?
Because white antlers are one of the symbols of communism.
Oh.
They represent a society in accord with the natural world and at the same time above it.
I wonder if that's like a real thing or if it's like fabricated for this. For the sake of the story. Why Friesel?
Because Friesel was incompetent,
Friesel.
foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see.
Oh, I see. Yes. Flip through the pages and see what catches your eye.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention.
Ah.
Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white.
Doodles.
No advertisements, you notice. So who's funding this radical commentary? After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections. International development, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns.
Kunst
Just
und
inside the
Kultur.
cover, there's also an editor's note.
Okay, we're going to read through this. Read the editor's note.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turned to smoke under communism.
Your crystals are on fire or will be on fire? I don't know. I didn't learn anything about tenses. You back with coffee? Congratulations. How is the Indie Agenda podcast going? Paulie, why are you asking me about things that I have to very shamefully admit and say, that's not happening anymore? Or I thought that I had a lot of time and energy to devote myself to a podcast that I would be, creating every month, and it turns out that I didn't. And I feel like I disappointed my community manager because he put in a lot of work into these things. And they were really cool. And I even have 2 interviews lined up for like some of them, but I don't really have time or energy to do that kind of stuff, unfortunately. So I don't think I'm like cut out to be a content creator with capital C's. You know what I mean? I create content when I can, and that's it.
But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée. Unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel, La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers. Perhaps they've overestimated the market demand for this kind of commentary.
Yeah.
So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
Don't worry about it, Paulie. No, it's totally viable to to ask about it, and I'm glad you're asking about it. It means that it kind of stuck in people's minds in some way, shape, or form. And, you know, I would have really liked to kind of continue it, but yeah, it's kind of like a long-term energy investment and time investment that I don't think I have right now. You try to think it's okay if it didn't pan out the way you hope. Exactly, Natasha. And it's like, it was really good for the first month. You know, I had a lot of energy to give to it, and I had a lot of capacity to do it. But then very soon after that, I was like, I don't know. I don't think I can kind of keep up this kind of energy for a long period of time. And it did take a while for me to get the energy back to even just stream on a semi-regular basis. So yeah. Kim, I think that this is a communist magazine.
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the Debarders Union. They're probably bankrolling the thing.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
I want to catch up on international developments.
This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine.
Yeah, content creation is really hard. And I suppose, like, with me, I mean, I have a full-time job, and then afterwards, I gotta, like, cook for myself and clean, and there's just, like, a lot of other things that I need to do as well. And, like, I would really love if I had space for streaming and content creation. And I really just don't. And that's also okay.
You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border. Something about bear wrestling in Samara. Book riots in Yugograd. Face it, you really aren't interested in foreign affairs. You're not even sure where most of these countries are. You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
What is Kunst und Kultur?
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must
Kultur.
mean arts and culture.
Kultur.
As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS. The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective.
We're reading through this whole thing. I mean, it's not far from what Disco Elysium's language extends to. I don't know where that sentence was going. Read the profile of CS.
This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer.
Okay, cool. 2 seconds. I just want to check where this cat is, because she's nowhere like in this room, and I just want to check where she is in that room. For reasons I will explain later. Okay, I legit don't know where my cat is. Two seconds. Hold on. All right. So, you may already know this, but my cat is an inside cat. And one day I was washing the dishes and I you know, then wanted to go to bed, and I could not find my cat inside the house. And I was like, I looked in all of the places. My cat is legit not inside the house. And I was like, I live on the second floor. How is this cat not inside that house? Like, I don't have my windows open or whatever. And then I saw that one of my windows was slightly more open than it was used to. Anyway, so in a panic, I go downstairs with all of her toys and some treats or whatever, trying to get this cat. And she, of course, doesn't respond because she's terrified. And on the second sweep, at 10 o'clock at night, by the way, I decide to look in all the hedges, and there she was. Not in a hedge directly under the window that I thought that she went out of. She was just in a hedge, like 10 meters away, and she was just sitting there looking at me, and I'm like, how did you get outside? I almost died. Hello, Coco. There you are. Come and say hello to everyone. Hello, Coco. Hello, Coco. Yeah. Yeah, that was absolutely terrifying, but she was fine. She was absolutely fine. Do you have a bit of a view at least? Yes, I do have a bit of a view. It's a nice one. Yo. Poor little hoppercot. Okay. Go sit in your little chair bed thing. She was exploring, but I think she was also terrified of the outside. Gosh, it freaked me out. Anyway. Just a moment. What is this tip-top tournay?
The actual article is surprisingly light on details, but after skimming a page or two, you gather that it has something to do with motor carriage racing.
Oh.
If you don't follow it, you only ever hear about the ludicrous sponsorships and obscene death toll.
Oh, so this is Formula One. All right, wait, let's have to see what the comments have to say about Formula One.
You're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colourful drivers. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip-Top Tournay.
Wait, what's wrong with Tip-Top?
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships, and then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes.
What's wrong with a good motor crash? They just keep it interesting.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest. At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for.
Wow, you're right. I really am just in it for the violence. This is such a... This is such a Formula One thing.
You see, one cannot avoid the conclusion that Tip-Top Tournay is simply the apotheosis of spectacular entertainment under capitalism.
Sounds like me, terrified of the outside, but when you see another human, you perceive to dive into a hedge, even if that human is your human. Kim, did you know Tip-Top Tournay is actually an orgiastic ritual of capitalistic destruction? I had no idea.
I can safely say the thought had never crossed my mind, Detective.
Oh, I wonder what else is really just a metaphor for life under capitalism.
I'm sure most things are, if the young men who wrote this article are to be believed. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
You flip back to the front of the magazine.
Local concerns.
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbour red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta.
La Delta. Kim likes his racing. I mean, yeah. Doesn't he has a car? Doesn't he wear gloves as well? I feel like those would be driving gloves.
Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside Apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
Damn, communists should have killed a lot of them when they had the chance, Jesus. If it weren't for the wild pines, all those moochers would be out of a job. Charging rent just to live somewhere is pretty outrageous. Wouldn't it be better for everyone if labor and capital would reach some reasonable accommodation? Why should I care? This is nothing. This doesn't have anything to do with me. This sounds like the incorrect answer.
The eternal problem,
We're taking
according to G. Martin, is that under capitalism, the worker is rendered incapable of perceiving their own agency or lack thereof. Thus, they tend to experience their own oppression as though it were happening to somebody else. Is that true? Have you felt estranged from your own self recently?
I kind of feel like this character always feels estranged from themselves.
You flip back to the front of the magazine.
All right, we put the magazine away. Great. That took a bit of time, but it's fine. You know, culture. Someone left the coffee machine on. The dark liquid in the pot looks almost sentient. It's my inland empire, my imagination. A standard office file cabinet. The drawers seem to be locked. Well, we're going to try it anyway.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
Woo-ah.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Kim. Oh no, they just left their paperwork around. Oh dear, anyone could read this.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks.
Open the drawer.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Let's look through the folders.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Okay, not too sus. Look at this coffee machine, by the way. Anything interesting?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
We're gonna try. Force yourself to go through the folders. Yep.
Whatever's hidden here is hidden well.
Yay.
Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it.
We're not trained accountants.
However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
Ooh, look at the note.
It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners.
More banners.
All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Oh, look, Kim. A to-do note with a list of errands for Everard.
One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
I'm going to take another look at the note. Game 1 done. Okay, cool.
Remember, Leo,
Okay.
all items on the list have been crossed out. The drawer slides shut smoothly.
All right. Water Everard's plants. Can I check the plants to see if they've actually been watered? This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. Every worker equals member of the board is written at the top of the flyers. There is something, pile of books. Postcard Le Jardin, 21. Laminated postcard offers a glimpse across the river. A little more than a decade after the war, the eastern bank is already fully renovated. The hills are lush with gardens and residences. Someone's parked a small beige airship by the fountain. This postcard will sell for a pretty penny. And then we also have a photo of a happy couple. A black and white photo of a couple posing in front of a Ferris wheel. The girl is young and pretty, the man clad in fancy uniform and smiling. On the back, a very steady hand has written the words Revachol Fair, Summer of 91. Alrighty. What? Oh. There are other things here. Cool, magnesium is nice. Oh! Ooh! We got some office shades. Are we wearing them? Yes, we are. They look awful. 10 out of 10. Of course there's the phone.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change.
Okay.
The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Oh, it's high, even though it's challenging. Let your muscle memory dial a random number.
Your fingers run over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993. Calling.
88899.
Still calling.
9119725.
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. You rent 8 and 10 millimeter film for home use. This is Lummy. How may I help you?
The video rental place. Don't take Kesworth when clothing shopping. No, don't. I will pick the worst things to wear. What is this place?
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10 millimeter film for home use. This is Lummy.
No, I meant, what is this place to me?
Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here.
Do you know me?
No.
Well, why did I call you?
Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. Do you have anything on my name?
Raphael what? Listen, I can't help you over the phone. If you need further assistance, you can visit us on the corner of Voyager and Main. Are we done?
He thinks you're pulling a prank on him. On the corner of Voyager and Main, a large neon sign hangs on the side of a building. Video Revachol, 24 hours. It's raining and there is almost no traffic on the street. A woman's footprints in the mud lead away from the front door.
Oh, I really like that description. Like it's very, like you can see it, very visual.
Tiny heels tiptoeing down the road. Beautiful steps, light-footed with a lifetime ahead of them. You look up and the air seems to grow darker.
Yeah, even better.
Suddenly you feel like you don't want to hear about video rentals anymore. You don't want to hear about any of it. It was all shit. It's over.
What was all shit?
It.
Thank you for clarifying, Inland Empire. That was so helpful. They're taking Natasha on a girls shopping trip, clothes shopping, nails, and Starbucks. Wow, that sounds wonderful. Oh no. Kim, I feel sad about Video Revachol 24 hour.
That's enough for you today. Let's conclude this call.
Okay, we done. Inland Empire might be my favorite. Yeah, I put in a lot of a lot of points into Inland Empire in my personal playthrough. Notice, in case of a strike, press the button behind guard. Okay. There's a whole bunch of people talking here. Oh yes, he's the guy that needs to help me take down the body. Looking monolithic. Oi, measurehead. Oh, measurehead. Okay. Right, well, let's talk to this man.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of like racial stuff happening with this conversation. To take it with a pinch of salt. It is the writing. It is very intentional.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
The young woman at the giant's side agrees.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Authority? Okay, fine. Say nothing. So, wait. No, we're doing bad decisions. We're not listening to ourselves. Oh, my body does not betray my degeneracy.
You have succumbed to Al Ghul.
To Al Ghul. Yeah, I really like Measurehead's voice as well. His face contorts in disgust, as if he's smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
I also really like the fact that it's always written in all caps. Smell your breath. Kim, is it really so bad?
It's not good.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk and drowned.
Wow, okay. I love that shit. I don't have a problem with Al Ghul. I just drink a little on the weekends.
Your mouth moves, but the one who speaks is Al Ghul.
Sorry, Al Ghul.
But a vessel for the Ghul now. Very little of yourself remains.
Okay.
Occidental Haplogroup B4
What?
is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
I have no idea what he just said there.
Show him the ham still got it.
Okay. Yeah, let's try and like go along with what he's, or not go along, but like do this. Actually, I think the ham sandwich race still has it in them.
Willingly calling yourself a ham sandwich, how far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft.
Oh, thank you, Will.
made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos.
Khoikos.
Now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
I love this. You are obsessed with sadness and frivolous pop culture. That's lovely.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
Babe.
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Measure heads, babe. Oh my word. This is also a bad idea. To say your people? This is such a bad idea. Oh my lord. Okay, but we're doing bad ideas. Oh, the situation is serious. Your people have probably killed a man.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history.
Makes me feel really
with
horrible.
dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
Inviting. Dear other races.
Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you.
I fucking love that. You are cordially invited to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street for the ceremonial war.
The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Microcephalic skulls. You know, let's try and subscribe to his advanced race theory. That sounds like a horrible idea. Otherwise, wait. Everard's told you to help us get the body down from the tree.
So it was. You surmounted the harbor wall in a display of athletic prowess to reach my superior. Then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, and I will remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
Thank you.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you.
That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're taking the Union's side.
Oh. Lieutenant, what if we don't want to do that?
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it on ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
Okay, Kim.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition to my heroic haplogroup.
Just ask. Anyway, okay.
Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
It would be a bad idea to leave, right? Like a really bad idea to leave. Oh, we are still in.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
We are trying to keep things from going to shit.
Have you ever thought that maybe things should go to shit? I'm Katya, by the way.
Hi, Katya.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Oh!
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I also wish I could. No, I don't. I've already had enough of that dead body anyway. We even had a conversation with it. It was quite scary.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Everott's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
Kim is starting the drama. Yes, I am an unbelievably corrupt cop. I'm corrupt every opportunity I get.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. Then,
Read like a book. Yeah. Kim is just like, yeah.
the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
So we couldn't leave. That sucks. Get the body down.
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
Well, thank you for your cooperation, Measurehead.
Farewell, ham sandwich. You are a Union man from now on.
Yeah, ham sandwich. I'm gonna try and subscribe to the advanced race theory because it sounds like a bad idea. Yay!
What kind of races there are first? Classification is core to this stuff.
Oh my god. Measurehead, I am new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races they are. This is horrible doing this in a German accent. This is for the thing.
What thing? We already got in the harbor. You just want to hear about races, don't you?
Kim is upset with me.
You are obviously a liberal, Sayolite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on?
The vile C to F race cauldron of pederasty, please.
I knew you would go straight for the vile cauldron. Everyone does.
Yeah, because it sounds so inviting.
You need to first learn about type A and B to appreciate the depravity of the chimeric races.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise, it just won't make any sense.
Thanks, Katya.
Yes, it would seem nonsensical.
Even Kim agrees. Geez, okay, let's learn about type A and type B. I don't think I chose this dialogue because I was just like, ugh! But, you know.
Those are the Simonese,
Underpants.
Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding.
Wow, so I guess they're not a big cheese producing nation then. Or maybe they are a big cheese producing nation. If everyone in the thing is lactose intolerant, but you have like big fields of cows, right? You would just be able to pump up so much cheese, like lactose included cheese, because you don't need to like supply your nation. Maybe you can have like little back corners, like back corner shops that have full cream, like lactose included cheese in there for people that hate themselves and, you know, want to taste the fullness of cheese, even though that they're all lactose intolerant. And then they, you know, make sure that they have their medication on hand, or maybe they don't. Like, I wonder what kind of culture around cheese that will foster in that nation. Anyway.
A receding genetic pool has led the Mound on reprehensible street parades. In Mound cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Is it kind of like the Dutch? Who exactly are the Maun?
You know them by the names of their nation states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Königsteiners. My people simply call them Maun.
Okay, so like Germanic, Dutch, Germanic regions.
The
Cool.
Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture.
Too many tassels, I hate it.
Has led to a lactose-intolerant subrace whom no one can take seriously.
Like, no, I can't take you seriously because in this world, lactose intolerance means that, like, sorry, dude, I can't stop laughing at you because you can't eat cheese like the rest of the world. Okay, got it. Who are type A then in your view?
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have type A race propensities.
I wonder if they're talking about Meteo as in, like, increase, and Golden Pisantic Sea kind of does align with that. Because I'm kind of seeing this as like a alternative history of the world, because there are like quite a lot of there are quite a lot of hints to that, because it's vaguely suggested that we have some kind of French ties. I think they even said Franco-Nigerian or something like that.
The other large mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem.
He draws his finger across his face.
Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum.
Yeah, at least representations. Okay, so this guy doesn't like people from like the Latin cultures, like Latin American, maybe a little bit of like Mexico or something, because they listen to their music, the music that they're supposed to, not that they're supposed to listen to. They listen to the music that they like to listen to, cultural music, and they eat spicy food. And this guy doesn't like spicy food, so he's like, ah. And who are the Seminoles and Areopagites in this?
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental type A is in retrograde.
Oh.
Seminoles and the Areopagites are on the ascent.
Okay, so we are combining race theory with astrology. This is getting better. What is the difference between Seminoles and the Areopagites? What I've forgotten what his pronunciation was.
The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Seminoles are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor.
Immutable.
Unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls.
Pericarnassus is also Greek. I know this from Titan Quest. He falls silent, contemplating the beauty and the mystery.
The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite, or Simeopagite super race.
Pagite.
That is all. There are no more type A races in the world.
There's no more space in this category for anyone.
Nature was not capable of more.
Apparently. Type P.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Koikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people.
Mud-colored.
To an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich.
Ah, there's the ham sandwich.
Their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct muddy color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, sweaty, and ashen.
I feel like a lot of this guy's theory, I mean, there's just so much to pick at this, but like, it's very subjective for him. He's just like, I don't like spicy food, so these people don't qualify under my like little classification. It's like what this guy likes aesthetically and not likes aesthetically, and then he builds this whole thing, and it's incredibly dangerous, but you know, this is where we're learning, children.
Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking alcohol and smoking the degenerate tobacco and for eating potato.
Okay, so he doesn't like smoking, even though his babe likes smoking, and like eating potato. Eating. Very superficial as it would be. As like the original kind of racial theory is.
The Koiko, the countless micronationalities,
And
Grad
incredibly
are
stupid.
all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba.
And the Vacholiers you mentioned?
The Vacholians, halfway between type A and the racial cauldron. Two makes to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
82,000 only?
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
I'm pretty sure history hasn't lasted that long. Oh, no, go away, stupid political thoughts. What was this revolution?
The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad, in Zaraz-ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia, a hereditary prion condition passed from the Koiko to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade routes and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant. Enough of type mediocrity.
Okay, now let's talk about the cauldron.
Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Yes, better not go into it.
It would be cruel to entertain ourselves with their deformities. Were there any able-bodied races you needed education on?
Communism comes from potatoes. Yes, it is scientifically proven that it is spread through potatoes and the acid of potatoes, as well as the trade routes with which the potatoes were transported from one country to another. That's literally it. Potatoes. Now that we have been through all the types, do I understand advanced racial theory?
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
Hey, Nibbles! How you doing? Teach me your ways. What ways would you like to know? How do I word the mystery? We're taking this because it's a really bad idea.
You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly.
Okay, let's discuss something else.
I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Basholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
I'm gonna leave. Am I allowed to just... I can't? Okay. Fascism playthrough? Yeah. Because that's a great idea. Alright, advanced race theory. A massive fantastic race of swirls in your head. Different pygmies playing with their own excrement. Koikos juggling potatoes. Eczema-ridden Morns grinning and dancing on wooden clogs. Everyone is there, the whole race gang. Plus some that you may have come up with yourself. The thieving subkits and the Seolite cast of the Fortunates hatching some kind of scheme. In the eye of this race Empyrean, a vertigo reaching up to the heavens, you sense something drawing nearer and nearer. Okay, so we can I remove? Oh, I can't forget it. Can I add? I can unlock, but I need a skill point. All right, well, advanced race theory is just going to have to wait for a little bit. Unfortunately. Also, my hair care routine. I don't know if my hair care routine is like up to scratch right now, but I do put a bit of stuff in it, but I don't know. It's a little bit poofy right now. Oh, mañana.
Scab?
Asks a man with jolly eyes, tilting his hand. Yeah, I'm a scab, poor and downtrodden. Wave your fist. Right to work.
Good one, officer. Don't worry. We here have solidarity with the RCM.
Call me mañana.
Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money.
He chuckles and realizes.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
No, I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some of it?
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
I'm just gonna let it fall to the ground.
Oh, sorry, friend. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk do. Comes naturally.
Don't worry, much appreciated.
Right, always glad to help out. We're on the same branch, you and I. Not like these slithering scabs.
Where is the slow-mo hair flip redeem when you need it? Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's the problem with YouTube. We don't have redeems here. And I think that's nice. Everard said you had a key to a door.
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
He said it belonged to a weasel.
Oh, say no more. I got you.
He taps the side of his nose with a little wink.
I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
Oh, I heard something about a weasel, and it didn't sound like a local polar weasel, if you know what I mean.
Polar weasel? Oh, I know what you mean. I'm pretty sure he's actually Occidental, though. So you're gonna be committing fratricide, my racist friend.
Yes.
What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
All right.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter.
His gaze wanders off into the distance. Have you been doing though? I've been doing good. Today I don't feel as tired as I usually do, so yeah. Streaming and really, really enjoying streaming and today and everything is good. How are you doing? been a while.
None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else I should know about this task, this weasel person, when he'll be home?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
The man takes a big sip from his flask.
Who he is and what they're fighting for? This is interesting.
Interesting, okay. Any idea who killed the hanged man?
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
Oh, the harbor is a prime area of suspicion. In your opinion, are the dock workers involved in the killing?
What a thought. Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
Oh, pushed how?
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
Hold up. What does that mean?
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
Did you kill him?
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
Scorching hot here today. Deadline's fast approaching too, but I think you threw the worst of it. Touch wood. I'm touching wood also. Touching all the wood. I hope he threw the worst of it too. It has cooled down significantly. We've got heavy cloud cover, but I don't think it will rain.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
Okay, let's get moving. We've been in conversations for a lot, and your girl's getting itchy. Itchy for action. It says Gree. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor. Thank you. Freet. Sick. Yes, because Freet with 3 T's. Loots from the lorry haphazardly litter the surroundings. Let's talk to this man first. I really want to get the packet, and I can't remember where we get the packet. I think it's from like a bin down here somewhere. Great tectonic forces crack the pavement like an eggshell. An ancient fountain. It doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain has almost washed them off. Okay, there's some men playing bulls. Maybe a sea monster did this to the plaza? The damage looked like it could have been caused by an earthquake. Whoa. Natasha says bye, Kay. She didn't realize she had load shedding, had to switch everything off quickly, so you're saying goodbye for her. Shame. Yeah, it switched to stage 3 recently. But thank you. I think I get a packet here.
This Levantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Fuck you, mail delivery box. Kick it. Ow!
There is a hollow, saddened ring as you kick the Levantorie mail collection box. It sounds betrayed, in disbelief even. Your toe has suffered damage. It hurts.
Oh no.
Cool. You really showed that mail collection box.
Rub your toe. Oh, you think so? You think it was cool?
I don't. Let's go.
Oh.
He must see the box as the weaker of the 2, and you as a bully. Something he doesn't stand for.
Ah. Okay. Where do I get this packet? I see so many... I see so many bottles and I can't collect them. Anyway, let's do... Okay, I can't do the key thing now. Let's talk to God, speaking of keys. You strategically moved out of dev at the office. Kind of felt like you wasn't going the direction you wanted. Also could use a completely different tech stack to everyone else. So what have you moved yourself into? That is someone new. Gat, do you have a key?
Can I help you?
Is the trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Do you know where the packet comes from? I don't know. I think we found it in like a bin or something. But I think it's like a little bit further down. And I don't want to go too far down that way. I don't know. Well, if you know, then it's cool. You can totally tell me. I'm not anxious to pay back the debt, to be honest. So it means I've moved up to cloud engineering. It means I can spend more time on dev stuff at home. Yay! And then you can love the things that you do as a hobby. And then you don't have to go and kind of waste that love, like that passion for the hobby on like work.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
Read the mafia.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
No, it doesn't. Nothing stirs in me, and it isn't callous. It's common sense.
Okay, then. Maybe you're callous yourself.
What if I told you that I am a hobo, or soon to be one, rummaging through that trash? Will you keep me out too? Oh, shit. Wait. We need those keys, but this is a horrible one.
Yes.
But I need those leftovers to survive.
Sir, I'm sorry the RCM is having financial trouble, but it's not this establishment's problem.
We need those keys.
What do you need them for?
The investigation, obviously.
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Thanks, Kim.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Cool. By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Yay! Goodbye. Let's go and look at trash. We could also talk to this man. I think he only comes in at a specific time of day, so... It's difficult to do dev stuff for yourself when it's your job you find as well. Oh, we don't need to talk to him? Yeah, like, writing is also the same thing. Oh.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away.
Woo! Look at this.
The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Water runs down your bare chest. The cold finds its way under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you.
I love this. Water runs down your bare chest. It does pick up the fact that I am not wearing, like, a shirt. It's lovely.
You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak.
Fuck you. What's in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Ghosts rise. Oh gosh, ghosts rise into the sky. What a beautiful line. Also, I'm just like, it's raining and I'm just sitting out here like, blah, blah, blah. Contemplating. Starting to realize this too, like I'm obsessed with code, but I don't feel like that level is interest is appreciated at the office. Yeah, it like, they don't care if you get excited about some things. Well, like some offices. Like, and I think this feels like that in tech, where they don't care if you get excited about things as long as the bug is sorted and things are done and the feature is made, then, you know, whatever. Run your fingers through your dampened hair.
Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
What's in the east?
There's a fleet on the corner. A plastic coat is folded into a small triangle under the counter by the window.
Oh.
Beyond that, the strike breakers have gathered. The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
I'm going to heal. Because I think I'm going to catch a cold because I'm standing around in my underwear. I don't want to die. Shake your shoulders again.
You shudder, looking down at your feet. Dirty rainwater runs veins into the plaza's snow. You realize you still have only one shoe. Nearby, on the balcony of the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria, a single crocodile skin shoe now fills with rainwater.
There it is. It's there. The game picks up that you don't do things, and that's awesome. I know Baldur's Gate does this as well, but like, this is cool. This is the thing that I wanted to like really like figure out.
From the corner of his eye, the lieutenant gives your feet a worried glance. Rain drips from his glasses.
Ah, it's cool. I'm in control.
The lieutenant nods, then looks east.
What is there?
Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor is an artificial mountain range. Immense wealth resides within, and immeasurable poverty in its shadow.
There's a clear distinction between those that are passionate about code and those that just do it as a career. Absolutely. As someone who doesn't code, but like, I understand the sentiment at the very least. And beyond that?
La Ducienne, King Dries passenger harbor. Cruise ships flanked by dock arms. Cranes watching over the mouth of the river distributary.
What is across the distributary?
Couronne, the lower middle class. Distributary after distributary cuts the city blocks in half. 7-story buildings trail off into the rain.
What is beyond the Couronne?
A silvery curtain of rain over the houses. The class divide.
Oh. What's in the north?
Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls.
Love it.
Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play.
I just love this writing. I'm sorry. Like, it is very visual for me. And closer to here?
A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet. He swings from a tree, bloated.
Oh, he's taken down from the tree.
Droplets of rain slip from his cold cheeks.
And what's in the south?
A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
What's on the other side?
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
Where the hood at?
Have a brother in the cut. Where the hood at?
That's cool. Why am I not there?
To be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution failed.
What am I doing here?
Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland.
That's cool. Shudder, look further.
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Satellite officer Jean Vichmer rushes down the precinct stairs, umbrella in hand. It's unopened. He doesn't seem pleased about the spring rain. On the bridge, Officers Torson and McLean are standing guard. Torson wears jeans and a fishnet wife-beater. Satellite Officer Vicmere passes by, and the young man remarks to him.
Where's your homo, homie?
Oh my god.
What?
What?
It's not like that. They're what is called heterosexual life partners. They have a battle-tested relationship. A blood bond, if you will.
Huh? Yeah.
He opens his umbrella, but the wind immediately turns it inside out.
Hetero-sexual life partners.
Funny apery. Male-centric workplace humor. Have you seen him?
Is there something wrong?
No, nothing. It's just... Judith went to his place and found the Monday mail unopened. I think he's still there. You didn't, drink with him over the weekend, did you?
Are they talking about me?
That would be irresponsible.
With that animal? Never again, man. What is he, still down there? In, south of the interchange? What was it?
This is like a Woody Harrelson character. I don't know if I did this in my personal playthrough, but we're just zooming into the rest of the precinct for a little bit. This is so cool.
In Martinez. He's in Martinez.
Oh, okay. They are talking about me. I am life partners with the Jean guy. What does that mean?
Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
What's above?
Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
What the hell? Coalition aerostatics? Huh.
Collapsed storm drains, old sewage systems flooded with rainwater. Hidden weapon caches from the Revolution. Doors leading down to Le Royaume. The catacombs to which, for 3 centuries, they delivered the blue-blooded dead.
Is that like the catacombs in Paris, almost? Motherfucker.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. I'd recommend you put on your coat.
I am not putting on my coat, Kim. And you know that. I hate the fact that our underwear isn't pulled up properly. It's just hanging there, and the elastic is a little bit loose. Oh, that's old underpants. Oh, wait. Okay. Before we inspect the body again, I am going to take a quick break. I need to go to the loo, and I need to get some liquids. I'm really enjoying this, and I hope that you are too. I'll be about between 2 and 5 minutes. Okay, hello. We are back. I didn't even pause, but I don't think time passed. Also, I haven't really eaten anything today, so I hope you'll excuse me as I eat this nectarine. I will have the microphone a little bit further away from me, and then you don't have to hear all the other noises, but my filters are fairly advanced. So you'll be able to not hear all the noisy things anyway.
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side.
Beautiful.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job.
The cat?
Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
Nice. Hey, Cooks. How are you? A field autopsy?
Yes. 1.
No, don't
investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
Excellent. Yes, my cuckoo. Are you gonna look at yourself in the video that comes after this and be like, look, Ma, I'm on TV? And I'm like, yes, I was right there with you. Cat does ASMR, yeah. She likes eating this thing on top of the microphone. Oh, Guru. Why are you being so cute? Hey? You want to give me a kiss? No kisses today? No, she'll do like little headbutts. He wants some love and attention. Anyway.
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
Don't we have someone else to cut his shit open?
It's not about cutting. And no, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain, from autopsy to cleanup to social work.
Oh, wow. Wait, honorary rank of detective? What breed is that? I think she is a Russian blue. So I did adopt her from a kitten shelter. And then I was just like looking at her characteristics and I was like, hang on, this cat is a little bit interesting. Let's look her up. And apparently she has the characteristics of a Russian blue. Oh, no, wait, no. The story is, I saw a cat that looked exactly like her on Instagram and I was like, what? And they said Russian blue. And then I looked up the characteristics of Russian blue. Oh my God, please, there. And, you know, she fit all the characteristics, which is like all gray with like silver on the extremities, like her paws and her nose. And, okay, that's it. That's all you get today. Green eyes and like a very triangular facial structure. She's such a cutie, but she is my guru. Look at this girl. Me. Yes, cat. Why are you yelling at me today? I mean, you're yelling at me every day, but... Okay, she now is right in front of my screen, so I have to, like, work around her. Okay.
An honor and a burden attached to your rank once you've proven yourself able. Usually after 5 to 8 years of field work. Mine is lieutenant detective.
Oh, I don't think I'm a detective.
You are. Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now, the way I see it...
He looks at the corpse with some disgust.
It's either this, or we complete the initial interviews. We already met Evrard, that only leaves the Wild Pines representative. There's one in town, negotiating the strike. She could have information.
No, yes, let's do the autopsy later. We'll leave the body here, it's fine.
Not much later, I hope. He's about to melt away soon.
No, it'll be fine. Oh, we also want to check the garbage.
This trash container is with a well-oiled crack. The lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid.
Watch as he pops and locks against his will.
Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
I will.
Maybe you shouldn't. Of course you should. This is your time to shine, Hobocop.
Hobocop!
Dive into that dumpster
That's
for extra content.
very help. Yes, content. That's what we're here for. This game knows. Open the lid.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags,
I can't
and
see.
organic waste.
Kuro, what is it that you want? Oh, what a sound.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Dig in Hobocop style for extra content.
Wow, an armistice caliber 50 knock cannon, half wrapped in paper tissues. So shiny.
What the heck? What's a knock cannon?
It's a giant rifle, and it's very expensive. Not as expensive as that fat string of pearls snaking around the rotten banana peels, however.
Wait, it's wrapped in tissue paper? Could that be the murder weapon?
And is that Cordon Electric's preamp with Electra F2 tubes? It is. That catches quite a price. We're talking 12,000, easy. Unless you're into hi-fi yourself.
I don't know what hi-fi is. I'm into hi-fi.
That's too bad, because none of those things are actually in there.
Ah.
There's just food waste and crisp wrappings.
A cruel jest. There must be something.
All you see is a broken mug with a racist depiction of the Yellow Man frolicking in saffron.
The Yellow Man? Oh, it's a racist depiction. I thought it was like the Yellow King, as in Signalis, an antique.
Only in its social sensibility.
Take the mug. The lieutenant briefly glances at the mug, and then returns his sight to the trash. Let's look at the boxes of carton.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this.
Used to what? Dumpster diving?
No, searching for evidence in the trash. Good practice for dumpster diving.
Yes, it is. Dive
The box
further.
falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Let's pick at the rags.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Grab them, but we're not going to wear them.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
Oh, maybe it's that guy's jeans?
The victim's clothes?
Yeah.
Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
I really shouldn't be eating while we're dumpster diving, but I'm really hungry.
Drop them in here, officer.
The lieutenant produces a black plastic bag marked with evidence from his pocket. Imagine if we could wear the victim's clothes and be like, yes, I'm investigating him, and yes, these are the clothes that they died in. That would be horrible.
Blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but
He looks into the container.
the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Reach for it!
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Oh my god, bag the shirt.
This is a military type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of red-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
Who knows? Also concealment in an urban scenario. Interesting.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. Just garbage.
Garbage! That's all I think.
We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put
Gart.
the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Yeah, we need to ask the kids who put them here.
The fuck's he on about? Kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
That's my cat. Stop. He's hanging on to the ring light like a little... Trying to distract her from things, but she doesn't want to be distracted.
See?
You think someone from Whirling Rags might have been involved, maybe?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Okay.
The lieutenant nods.
Search
then
under the...
looks back into the trash container.
Search the food waste.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure.
Potato peels?
Nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here.
My cat.
What's this?
Sorry. Stop. What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels.
Oh my god,
It's shiny.
sorry.
Looks like the corner of something.
Cat, get down from there. Okay. Right. Whew. He's just a menace. She's lovely, but she's a menace.
Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
My paperwork? I don't know what this is.
It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there.
A miserable looking slip of paper sticks to the board.
If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
It must have been cramping my style. It has a foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, so I threw it away. Someone from the trash threw it. I don't know. I'm boring. I think it has a foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to happen.
What are you talking about?
I speaketh the tongue.
Doeth thou also thorough inventories? You should take stock of your notes. Make sure it's all there. Official notes contain informants' names. If some of it has fallen into the hands of the RCM's adversaries, bloodletting may well ensue.
Say nothing.
It will also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Anyway, where were we?
Apocalypse, yes. Close the lid.
Container sounds a muffled gong.
Gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Yay! Okay, we can interact with this, and I will. But like, I feel like we're running out of time. Okay, we need to go back inside to ask the guy. I'm kind of just doing things in like little compartments before like going out to like the bookstore and things like that. Just because it's easier to deal with, I guess.
Can I help you?
Oh, I wanted the... Oh, no, goodbye. I wanted the trash container key. I thought I wanted to ask about the thing without giving back the trash container key. But it doesn't matter. Let's, deal with the police car, I guess.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion.
That's the interesting way to put it. Open the door.
In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Okay, before we go into all of this, I want to pick the funny option. Kim, what are we looking at? What is this machine?
This is the Kupris Kinema, my motor carriage.
Ah.
You can use the toolbox and the radio if you'd like.
You're pretty shit at parking, Kim.
Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat.
Do all policemen in the RCM have such cool motor carriages?
The Caprice Motorcar does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes.
Oh, so Kim does say that they're cool? Nice.
But this is different. This is a sports model.
Oh, I might be wrong, but this one is a sports model, right?
You're right. I didn't take you for a motorcar enthusiast. Do you also like tip-top, detective?
Aha, so he is a tip-top enjoyer. No, I don't care about motor cars. I just know about random things.
Oh, I guess it's not for everyone.
I did want to like tip-top, okay, but we're doing a bad choices only, Kim, and like, this is just the sacrifice that we have to make. What is this sinking feeling I have with the words of motor carriage?
Nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the carefree lollygagging.
Okay, let's lollygag ahead. Can we turn it on and drive somewhere?
No, I'm afraid not. We have a murder case on our hands, remember?
Oh, this was what must have woken me up when you arrived in Martinez. The infernal noise.
Yes, sorry about that. The Caprice Kinema does have a rather distinctive engine sound.
He says it with very badly concealed pride.
Cutie. Kim is so cute. Okay, look around the cabin again.
In the cabin, you
Okay.
see a set of...
Pick up the radio.
frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Lieutenant. Cute.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Come in, dispatch. Come in, dispatch. Come in, Delta 10. This is Firewalker. Copy.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
You could swear she was friendlier with the lieutenant.
Under the green Prime Line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what the lieutenant's default radio station is.
Ignore Alice and press the button labeled saved. Yep.
As always, it's DJ Mesh and Fellatio, and you're listening to Street Freaks FM, bringing you the hottest, the nastiest, the most vulgar.
Sorry. Fellatio? Isn't that Flatio? Which is probably even worse. Okay, never mind.
Right away, the lieutenant reaches into the cabin and turns off the radio. He's not looking at you as he says,
Someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe picked up a random frequency. You wanted the Prime Line, right?
Kim is a bad boy behind the wheel.
He's still avoiding your gaze, and his ears glow red.
Ah, Speed Freaks FM, ha! Look him in the eye. Look me in the eye.
Oh, is that what it was called?
Ah, right. You don't want to get into this, no problem.
Nothing to get into, really. But sure, let's focus on the important things.
He pats the motor carriage.
This is Precinct 57. Can I connect you to someone?
I need you to connect me to a civilian, a Sylvie. She may have reported a murder.
Of course. What is her number, officer?
Kim? Didn't Gat give you Sylvie's number?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
5.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Sorry, when I made that noise, my cat looked up from her cleaning routine and just... Anyway. Start slapping a marching rhythm on your thighs.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
I like that it says Alice. It's not the radio, it's Alice. Alice is going...
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, hello?
Sylvie, I believe we've met before. This is me, a detective from the Whirling in Rags.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
Oh, she knows exactly who I am.
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again.
Oh, no. Have you seen my gun?
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective.
She sounds beyond exacerbated. I showed you my gun? When did it happen?
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and...
And what? What did I do?
You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Wow.
Some poor sod was trying to eat his pudding while you were screaming, spit flying, imitating the mercy shot right next to him. Spat some in his food. I don't think he touched it after.
Wow. Yes, but what happened to my gun?
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it, but believe me, I did not ask.
Oh, maybe we can go to the pawn shop. You quit your job at Whirling. Why?
You mean why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
I'm not going to be empathetic. I'm just going to push. Okay, did you leave because of Gat?
What? No, why would you even think that?
Oh my god. No, I hate this option so much. This third option. Poor choices. It's a poor choice. It is a horrible freaking choice. We're going to take it. Oh, and I hate saying it. So you two agree that quitting your job just because someone asked you out is an overreaction.
Please, don't bring Gar into this. It's none of your business. I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again.
What do you mean again? Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
Why didn't you call? Didn't a corpse behind your workplace bother you?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the corpse.
What does this union have to do with anything?
No one calls the police. The union would get angry.
What do you mean by that?
You know, what the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Garbage.
I am the authority around here.
Okay.
She obviously doesn't want to challenge your authority. You feel much better now. Tell me, why exactly did you let a corpse in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us?
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
Oh, I love this one of authority.
No, don't push her. It sounds as if she's about to cry.
Let me get this straight. You ignored the law to save your own skin? It's very German.
I didn't know I had to report it. I thought someone would take him down eventually.
We're an asshole. It's a little late for tears, isn't it? Should have used them to summon the police earlier.
You can almost hear the girl getting smaller on the other end of the line until she almost drowns in static.
I'm sorry, Sylvie. Do you know who made that call?
No. I honestly don't know.
That's nice. You can hear her regaining control in the background.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Okay. Okay, next question.
Okay.
Do you know who put the victim's clothes in the trash?
No, I don't know. It wasn't me. I haven't been out there since. I was terrified of the stench and the corpse.
She falls silent. Do you know how my paperwork ended up in the trash container behind the Whirling?
Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir. Clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash. thinking you didn't need it.
Oh, so she threw it out. How dare you?
I am sorry about that. Anything else, Detective?
She doesn't sound like she's actually that sorry. Okay, I think I have everything I need. Thanks.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Empathy, even. +1, guard asked her out. -1, made her cry earlier. -1, said you the authority. We have to try this?
Yes,
oh, shit.
You have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags when she was still working there.
I'm very surprised I made that. Wait, before you go, you're mad at me, right? Anything? Well, tell me, what did I do? I can't remember anything.
I'm not mad. It's just you were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skewer thing happened. It just made me want to quit.
What skewer thing?
The stuffed bird.
Oh.
The red skewer. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac.
Future me who makes poor decisions has a lot of respect for past me. Holy shit.
I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
Bitch bird. Oh, Godfoot was coming to her.
Okay, officer.
Her voice is withdrawing as if she's moving away from the speaker.
Crackling static. More static, and yes, more of that sweet static. The violence of your words is obviously scaring her.
So you're telling me that I was the one that made you want to quit?
Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you...
Go on. I want to know what I did.
Well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now.
Hold on. Which song? Because I want to sing it again.
We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody.
I'm not going to apologize. Right. Was that all?
Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me.
Nope.
Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then you screamed something about the end of all times and how everyone is a piece of shit.
Oh, that's it? Oh, that's not so bad.
And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen.
I'm really enjoying this conversation.
I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself.
Okay, I get it. I wasn't a very good tenant.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
Okay, like these three are quite bad. I was trying to show you the world of tomorrow, the great panic at the end, which is great. Well, you're the worst having wench I've ever seen. Or, girl, just loosen up a little. Don't you have a party? Okay, we're doing this. It's the worst choice.
God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
But when I spoke to God, it seemed like he thought you left because of him.
Wait, really? No, this is absolutely not true. I like Guard. I really do.
Didn't he cross a line when he asked you out?
No, I was actually flattered. I've always liked him. It was just bad timing. With the corpse and all that.
There's a pause. You can almost see her on the other side. The telephone cord coiled around her index.
Okay.
I didn't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place. So I left without explaining. I should have told him maybe.
Well, I can tell him. This will be great.
Okay, but please don't mess it up. Please don't take out your gun or something.
Well, I have good news for you because I lost my gun. What else did I sing beside the oh? I'm looking for a song.
All sorts of things. Some disco, rock too. So much disco and rock.
Was I singing The Smallest Church in St. Saints?
That's the one you like to sing along to the most. The later it got, the more that one came on.
Interesting. You still have to find a copy, though, before you can blast it.
Right. Thank you so much for talking to me. Take care.
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then, the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
I could just call her again. Could you connect me to the 41st precinct? I have something I need to report.
Just a second, officer.
Oh, wait. I can't report my gun. She puts you on hold, the static crackling softly like a bonfire. After a while, you hear an older man greet you from the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
Jules.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard.
Hi, this is me here. I work at your station.
10-4, what's your status? Over.
My status,
10-18, 10-20, over.
Please, just talk human to me. These numbers mean nothing to me.
State your message, sir. Over.
I'm in dire need of financial assistance.
10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
Is it him? What does he want?
Oh, I love these voices. They're so good.
He says he needs money.
Money.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
All right. That's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.
Oh, please, I'm begging you here. I don't even have a place to sleep tonight.
He says he's in trouble. Doesn't have a place to sleep.
Well, I guess he'd better crack the case before sundown, then.
Vigmar said...
Who cares what this Vicmar said? Pull on their heartstrings.
Hmm.
Enough, officer. This begging is below your dignity.
No, we're gonna beg. I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go home. Please, come and get me.
Listen. It's okay. You can do it, sir. Over.
He's just trying to be supportive. It's okay, you can do it, sir.
What is he saying?
Did you want anything else, sir? Many of your colleagues are also here. Over.
What? I thought you had your shit together. This is nearing a complete meltdown. Stop it.
No, we're melting down. Please, I don't want to be here. I have to...
Suddenly, the necktie feels like a boa constrictor around your neck, squeezing the dear life out of you.
I'm having a panic attack. Try to loosen its death grip and breathe.
Hey, if you don't want to have the most intense orgasm of your life, fine. Don't.
Thank you, Necktie. What the hell is happening to me?
He terminated the connection. I guess he was in a hurry.
Please, I'm scared. I can't breathe. Help me, please.
The radio falls silent and lifeless. The communications officer has disconnected the call.
Oh.
What was that? It's okay, detective.
What? You've never seen a man getting a panic attack before?
We should get on with our tasks. Work always helps me center myself. Now, anything else you need from my vehicle, or...?
Aw, he's being sweet. Pull out the pull-out toolbox.
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
I'm gonna take everything.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
It's not a pry bar.
The handles are long and sleek, Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. You can do good work with these. Cut chains, locks, and ropes, especially belts.
Cut the belt.
It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss.
Push in the pull-out box.
Pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
Run your fingers over one of the steering levers.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm.
Tap on the fuel preheater gauge.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
What is corpus kinema? This is not here. Interesting.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Translation. We're not going anywhere right now. Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
Close the door. Okay, so I got a lot of handheld stuff. I can also level up. So I think walking around with a pry bar is a really good idea. And... Hello? There you go. Whee! Great, this is a great idea. Alright. Let's talk to some people.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
The man mutters to himself, accenting the beat as he goes, I am the law.
You sure are, my man.
What's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
He motions towards a sprawl of lorries with a sweeping gesture. What is the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck.
That's the car's name. That's the car name, I think. Okay, that makes sense.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Days.
Upon days, okay. Limbo, huh? So that's where I am.
Yeah, exactly.
So how long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes and mazout.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Thanks to the music in this, I found the band Sea Power. Did they do quite a lot of the music?
Behind the
I'm assuming.
However, a touch of sorrow.
So tell me, what do you need?
Could you care some change for a working stiff?
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work.
They who?
The bosses, man.
So you're broke. Got it. What else did I have to ask here?
No. What you need?
Know anything about the dead man? The one hanging behind the hotel there?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
Busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
And your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Wow. What are you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Time to arrest him.
Wicked! I've always wanted a friend in the underworld.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Could I get one of those Phelan tracksuits you're hauling?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
Well, that sucks.
The man taps his fingers.
Don't be a stranger.
Cool. Sorry, just replying to a message. All right. Anything to see here? Nope. Okay. Oh yeah, we've definitely been up here. Gonna leave a lurk. Was lovely seeing you as always, Kaz. I'll check in with you later this week when I get a chance. Appreciate you. I appreciate you too. Thank you so much for coming in and checking up on me and being awesome. I hope you have a fantastic week further.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
Oh, okay. But what about my needs, Kim? Hang on. So I don't want to give the... I don't want to talk about the garbage stuff yet. Because I want to spend the night in the garbage if I can. I've asked them for additional things, but there's nothing there. I do need to report my badge missing. I don't have booze. Ask Kuno what he knows. Well, talking to Kuno is a bad idea, so let's do that. Hello. I'm shine a light in your face. Talk to me.
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to pieces.
He fucked the tree up. Fucked it good. It was porno.
Oh, this is all so superficial, kids. The race mystery runs deeper than you could ever understand.
What is this shit? Talk normal to Kuno? You got your fuck bag down?
The huge kipped made him his bottom kipped, Kuno. Stay away from him.
I want to discuss the body with you again, Kuno.
The fuck about it?
Where is the rest of his armor?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
Well, how come?
Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
Yeah, there's a warning for language, by the way. A mutant?
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
What do you mean? You threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
He performs a kickoff on the imaginary helmet.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
You threw it into the sea?
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk.
Okay, nice.
You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gates.
Oh, who do you mean troubadour?
Yeah, cocking boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows?
Cows?
So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Cool.
Yes, this troubadour has it. You can feel it.
The jolly mask. Okay. There are contusions all over his body. Did you do that?
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He grabs his head like it's suddenly hurting.
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
I hate words too.
Words are fucking shit. Make you stupid. Kuno's got his own words now. Kuno words.
Okay.
You're testing Kuno.
Get lost.
Oh, Kuno, I found your shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
I phase shifted through the roofing material.
Shit. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
Oh, I absolutely can.
He can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit.
He says to himself, then turns to you.
How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
What was with the pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Oh, cool pig head. I liked it. I got one too. This one. It's shit.
What?
What is this shit? Fucking on yourself. This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there.
I think Kuno practices self-care.
Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this?
I found a plate covered with powder residue. Know anything about it?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Okay. That's worrying.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
Oh, it's starting to snow again. What's with the tube of magnesolum, Kuno?
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
It looks at you like you just pointed at the sun and asked what it was.
You could use some.
It's magnesium, right?
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a barrel.
Is there any way that I can find a barrel?
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
Oh, I know about magnesium. I rock it all the time.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
He looks at you, eyes bulging.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
I've had enough of this.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
A camel.
Kuno...
I want to figure out this thing with the armor. Wait, no, I need to continue questioning this person. Hang on. Read your ledger. Okay, wait. You put the clothes in the trash. Aha! Find the representative of the logistic company who owns a hardware and ask her about them. She should be around here. Okay. Maybe she's with these protesty people? Oh, they... Oh, wait. Is the thing in this bin? No. Ooh. Someone just leaving some coins here? There you go. Oh, there's a door.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Look at the window.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
What kind of stickers and insignia?
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
What about the back seat?
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
You think this lorry belongs to our tough guy?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Okay. Interesting. Foreign car kept in good condition. So there's no one else I can talk to right now? Maybe I can ask this guy where she is.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Hey tough guy, I had more questions.
Things are busy enough. You going to waste less of my time?
We'll see.
The hulking man oozes stark skepticism.
What exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. we'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you are unable to breach the entrance?
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open, and try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer.
Aha, okay.
Whatever he is.
Have you considered... why don't you just talk to them?
Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
Oh, Jesus.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No. They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Okay. Let's talk to this person.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
Complete shit.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
He nods solemnly, then turns to you, a wide smile adorning his face.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Hey, you're the man in the boots at the gates. Kuno said you know about the armor.
The little boy had a good on his promise.
His promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, and the cop's in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
The probe in the armor. Into the armor. What did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
What sort of technical stuff?
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
Hold up. 4 pieces. Helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots. What about the leggings?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
I'm ambitious. I'm going to find all of it. All the pieces.
All of it? There are junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, but okay. Let's find all of it.
And Mesqui's epic then, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you.
So Kuno used us to what? Scare you?
It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
Thank you for the cooperation, sir.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
He is sincerely grateful. He is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
Okay. I still have to find this lady. I have a feeling... I don't think she's in the bookshop. We'll leave the perusing of the bookshop just now. Who is that? That does not look like the lady we talked to. This coin-operated viewer has been banged up, inoperable. Roundabout North. To Cape Side Apartments, Martinez Pier. The ad reads broken window. Tibbs has windows. Excellent. We'll talk to Tibbs. If you had a bag in your hand, maybe collect these bottles and sell them. If only. Wasn't there was a lady here by the boat? Yeah, maybe she's there. A lonely cormorant surveys the sea, indifferent to your approach. Must be some kind of bird. That is highlighted blue. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, Roundabout North, Cape Side Apartments. Okay, we will also deal with this just now. And we don't have a lady here. Oh no, there is someone. Docking reserved for residents of. Okay.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
She extends her hand in greeting.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
She steps closer and holds out your hand over the railing. Joyce L? What does L stand for?
Beaton, my maiden name.
Her bony hand dangles from the sleeve of her oversized coat. We're not going to shake her hand. What exactly is the RCM? I remember hearing it from somewhere.
I meant you, the Revachol Citizens Militia, the police.
What gave us away? I'm wearing only underpants.
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
What is implied here? That you're a drunk?
I'm not drunk. I'm a police officer.
Of course you're not. It was only a joke.
I'm not going to shake her.
I'm afraid my partner doesn't shake hands. Please, don't take offense.
Ah, Kim.
None taken, officer. Either way, I'm glad you're both here now. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will. Gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. The lieutenant is hatching some scheme.
A scheme? Okay.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
You're on a boat.
Why, yes I
am. Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Wait. We're on an archipelago? Look around.
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
Caillou? I thought we were in Revachol.
We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
Okay. Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle.
Excuse me. My baby girl car.
It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
She's having a good time arguing against the law. Too good, perhaps.
Do you have a license for this boat?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
Yeah, but assurances is not a license. Show me your license.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license?
Where's the damn license? Can I see your license?
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but two insulindic regattas. Even finished once.
Still need to get a license, ma'am.
Actually, you don't.
I'm pretty sure I do. I police. I police? Yes, I police.
It is a little known fact among those who police that the Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCM the authority to demand anyone's operator license.
So we can't pull over random civilians and demand their papers. Well, that's weak.
Unless it's their passport. No. Do you want to ask for the lady's passport?
You need to save face if you want her respect. Demand that passport.
Yes, I'm going to need to see your passport.
Of course.
She searches the pockets of her raincoat, producing a bundle of documents in a sealed plastic bag. Look at her passport.
The woman is silent, smiling while the waves lap against the hull. In your hand, under the plastic, a light blue passport saying, Republic of Vespa. The coat of arms has a lion and an ostrich. Seagent.
Look at the photo page.
The woman, born in the year 3 in the commune of Revachol, smiles at you. Face adorned with frown lines and crow's feet. The photo is recent. The name reads, Rejoice Leighton Messier.
Your name is Rejoice.
Yes, but please don't call me that.
Oh, but why?
Joyce is much more efficient.
She doesn't like it. Probably a bad memory. Mean girls at school or some ancient lover.
Ancient lover. You're from Vespa.
My husband is. I have dual citizenship. A Vespertine is handier when travelling.
Well, everything appears to be
She
in order.
nods and returns the plastic bag to her coat.
I think I have a handle on this boat thing. I want to talk about like the actual thing, and then we'll talk about everything else, because I'm going to use the everything else as the conversation that we're going to come back to for the next time. Can you tell me about this lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid.
She falls silent for a moment, contemplating something.
The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Oh shit, I don't have my badge.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41, Detective Dubois.
My badge. Yes, of course, my badge that I have on me.
He looks at you expectantly. Then it dawns on him.
I don't seem to have my badge, actually.
Oh. And what happened to it, Detective?
She returns the lieutenant's badge.
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Remember when my partner told you I recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to that.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world, this city, nothing.
Oh dear. I suppose this does explain some of the more curious turns in our conversation.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
And we're gonna have to report the badge missing.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Oh, yes, let's do it. What?
Will guide the way.
I have a 72%. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. But madam, I need to know about this lynching. It is very important to me. It's the case I'm solving.
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible.
You have so much else. I have only this. This is the entirety of my existence.
She's silent. The wind flaps the sail above her.
Oh, this boat, for example, and a home somewhere. I only have this case.
Officer.
Ooh. I don't remember anything except this lynching. There is only this coaster and this lynching. I'm gonna take a thing.
You know, I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something, you have to give something back. More than just guilt.
You're doing it. Despite your own best efforts, you're still getting it. Somehow.
I'll be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something tangible.
I'll just give her like 2 real. That will be fine. Do you prefer YouTube over Twitch these days? It really depends on the kind of like stream it is. So if it's just a chill stream where I play Pokemon or TFT or like Mahjong or whatever, then I will stream on Twitch, because I feel like those games are more community focused. So if I really want to do a community focused game where I'm not actually like focusing on a game, but I'm focusing on chatting to people, I feel like Twitch is more conducive to that. But if I want to play an indie or show people an indie or whatever, then I will use YouTube. So yeah, I don't know, like I'm weird like that, and it's definitely not the right thing to do. Like I'm basically spreading my community over 2 platforms, and that's not great. But like, unfortunately, you just have to deal with like Kez's harebrained reasons for doing things these days. And I'm really happy for all of you to do that. I could stream at both at the same time, but I kind of don't want my Twitch streams to end up on YouTube. And then you could also argue, oh, hey, you could like just hide those things. They don't have to be videos that people can watch afterwards. But I'm like, but it's still going to be streamed on YouTube. Like, you know, I know Restream exists, but I'm not going to use it. I don't know. I'm not really considering at this time because I just don't feel like it.
The Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbour. It's an open secret in Martinez. Surely it must not come as a complete surprise to the RCM either. Perhaps it's time to look into it. Or you can find your badge, which honestly seems like a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Ooh, excuse us for a moment, madam. Okay, we will continue this line of questioning. You gotta do what's best for you. Yeah, and like, look, I'm not working hard towards like becoming, you know, a big time content creator. I'm not trying to boost my followers or like get freaking sponsorships or like make money off of this. So yeah, I'll be weird about my things, and I know a lot of people will either argue against it or be like, no, but that doesn't you know, you're doing X, Y, and Z to your community and in order to maximize blah, and then, you know, get 5 ring lights and 2 camera things and whatever. No need to min-max the fun out of your hobby. There you go, that's it. I feel like that's what a lot of people are doing with streaming. They're trying to min-max it. Oh my god. Min-max, not mid-max, anyway. Alright, Kim, what you got to say?
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
How did you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance and, you know, not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Really? I thought it was going so well.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
What do you propose, that we don't investigate the drug trafficking?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done and demand for her information on the lynching.
Okay, let's get back to her then. I think a lot of aspirant streamers fall for that trap. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm actually gonna save and quit because I did say that I wanted to end at 1:30 to myself, not to you guys. So sorry, but I'm just gonna go to my face and continue speaking with soft jazz music in the background. Yeah, a lot of aspirant streamers do fall for that trap. Absolutely. They kind of think that the world owes them things. And then they get really upset when it doesn't happen to them, or they're not getting as much attention from the community as everyone else is. Entitlement, yeah, a lot of entitlement. Like, I deserve these things, I'm really funny. And the thing is, and I pointed this out on Twitter the other day, or X or whatever the fuck you call it, where, like, yeah, people expect these numbers all the time, and the pool is so saturated now because we have so much more access to being able to stream. You know, a lot of us as in like gamers, or like, you know, just people with a PC and an internet connection. We got fast internet connections, right? We've got you know, you just get a headset or microphone. You can just get like a webcam like I do. Ring lights are so cuck cheap, but you don't even need that setup. But like everyone and their mother can just like, you know, set up a content stream. And the thing is, like, a lot of people would look at a content creator, especially small content creators. They would look at them and they would be like, oh, I can be a content creator. Like, I can be this funny, or I can be funnier than this person. Like, I want to stream. And I'm like, cool, go for it. But then, like you say, Will, like, they get the hardware and the graphics and expect it to translate to profit. Yeah, because they can tell a joke once every hour, or you know, that they can talk for 3 hours straight, or they can play like a game. But it really takes a long time for it takes a really long time for those numbers to start happening. Like, it's very rare that you see a streamer of like 1 year or 2 years have the numbers that you expect. You know, like my favorite content creators like Dolphin Chemist and Joseph Anderson, they've been streaming and making content for like 7-8 years. Like, they've been in the industry. And that's why they have the numbers as they do. Like Northern Lion, as well, he just like pumped out a fuckload of content over almost 10 years to get to where he is now. You know, like, it requires like a fuckload of sacrifice, and you have to kind of keep at it and have very mediocre numbers for years. It's like a few years ago, everyone wanted to be a DJ. Exactly. Yeah. They got themselves like a mixer, or borrowed a friend's mixer, and they were just like, cool, let's make music. And, you know, that's fine, but whatever. Anyway, Johnny, it's nice to see you. You just woke up and joined back with the life of the living. Excellent. Did you wake up from a nap, or did you wake up from, like, you know, sleeping from the night before? Anyway, welcome on in. You've unfortunately joined the arse end of the stream, where we've kind of landed on content creation. But yeah, as Edge said, I'm here to have fun. I'm here because the community that we've built up since 2020, technically, has been wonderful and amazing, and I really enjoy spending time with you guys. But I also love, like, the other part of why I started streaming was not because, oh, I could be like an entertaining content creator. It's, look at this cool game. Like, hey everyone, I found this cool game. Why is no one like talking about it? Or can we talk about this game? And that's how streaming started. Like, I think I started playing Ni no Kuni 2 on the PlayStation 4 and streamed directly from the PlayStation with a really crappy headset. And you know, averaging 0 viewers, 1 viewer, or whatever. But what was really freaking cool was that one viewer came in on the second stream, and he was like, or they were like, hey, what is this game? It looks really cool. And I was like, this is Ni no Kuni 2. And they were, you know, they asked me about gameplay, and I was like, I think the gameplay is really nice. And he's like, the art style looks like a Studio Ghibli movie. And I was like, yes, it does. Like, why is no one speaking about this game? Like, look how cool this is. Like, look at the gameplay, look at the story, you know? And then I streamed the next day, and the person came back and they were like, I just bought this game. I'm 6 hours in and I'm really enjoying it. And I'm like, yay. So, you know, this is, when I play indie games, especially indie games, I get really excited. Or if I play any good games, I get really excited, and I want to share it with everyone. Like, usually it is indie games, and on the occasion it would be a big AAA game like Final Fantasy VII, where like I'm very excited about the soundtrack and the cool things that they did with the soundtrack and how they built out the story a lot. But a lot of the times it's indie games, and it's like, you know, it's a niche category, it's a niche industry, and I want to show it to more people because that's where the cool ideas are. That's where the innovative gameplay lies. That's where the good writing is. And you can argue all day about what is an indie game and what isn't an indie game. You know, I'll find a game that I'm excited about, and then I'll shove it under your nose, and I'll be like, look here. And then at the same time, I want to hang out with the community, you know, playing Pokemon for them, playing TFT. At some stage, we played Overwatch because that was the thing that I was stuck into. So sometimes I play like a AAA game or like a multiplayer game that I'm just stuck into, whether it's Mahjong or Overwatch 2 or TFT, which is the last thing. And it's like, you know, something that like I can't stop playing. And if I want to hang out with my community, but I also want to play the thing that I can't stop playing, then, you know, that's the thing that you're going to be watching me play as we talk, because there are some members of the community that are here for my personality. And as much as I try to tell them that it's a deep fault of theirs, here we are, and I have to appease them somehow. I'm kidding. I like to hang out with my community. You woke from sleeping the night before all day yesterday, and it was so hot and so it drained me completely. I hope that you're well rested, Johnny. Totally here for the indie games, especially the games you would entirely miss from what Steam recommends. Yeah, the Steam algorithm is a little bit fucky. And also sometimes the games that I show are like years old. I like to try to play games from PC Game Pass because I still feel a lot of people are sus about it, or like, yeah, I checked it out and I think it's cool. And then I list the games that are available there and they're like, oh, I actually need this in my life. How much is it? Only 100 Rand per month? Excellent. It's like, it's basically Netflix, but for video games. And it's like a lot of video games, and there's much better choice than Netflix, because whatever's on Netflix these days is crap. Anyway, it's like anime. It's got depth. Exactly. Minecraft, yes, Minecraft is apparently an indie game, and so is Call of Duty, and so is Fortnite. You know, it's an independent studio. But whatever. Hello. I used to classify indie games by if the studio had less than 50 members. But now I'm just like, nah. Carrying cabinets up a 35-degree steep driveway up and down to install is not fun. That does not sound fun. But you know what? You got your exercise quota. You get, yeah, and I'm proud of you. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to type a message, and I want to say goodbye to everyone. We're not going to raid out because we're on YouTube. But yeah, I want to say bye to everyone and saying thank you so much for watching and for interacting. It's really, really, really great streaming and people are talkative. It gives me a lot of energy. But if people are not talkative and want to lurk, then that's also okay. Like, I'm also very happy with that. Bike ride, you ride. I do, theoretically, but it was mostly just me completing the sentence. Yeah, have an amazing weekend, Johnny, and to the rest of chat. I hope you have a wonderful week. I will see if I can stream during the week and or at any point during the week. Oh, my God, shame. I think she wants to go outside. So this is a good time to end off. Eat well, sleep well, take care of yourselves. I miss Twitch commands too, but also I like the tranquility of no commands or no, like, you know, channel points or things like that. It can be quite relaxing. Anyway, hope you enjoy this, and for VOD viewers, you've reached the end of the video. Haha. Okay. Cheers, everyone. For